You doing okay?
Oi, you. You're new here, aren't you? I don't think I've seen you around before. Ah, no, sorry. It's just that we don't see many new faces around here. Just us and the locals and, well, if you haven't noticed yet, they're not the friendliest bunch. Do they? Then maybe we're all just sick of looking at each other. I'm sure they're not all bad. This must all be quite hard for them. But it's not like I want to be here either. I've got a pregnant wife waiting for me at home, and they won't even let me buy a book for her. Yeah, about birthing and labour and whatnot. It's going to be our first, you see, so my wife's worried sick. I wanted to send it to her, to ease her mind, you know? But that Dalrita wench chased me out of her bookshop and won't let me back in! Ugh, because she hates Camelotians. Why else? I mean, I know the folks ain't exactly happy about us being here, but Vrel? She's Dalrita. They're taught to hate us from birth. That's all there is to it. Well, could you? I'd be really grateful. Just don't tell her it's for me. She won't sell it to you otherwise. Please, I'll pay you back. I'll even throw in something extra. Please, for my wife. Oh, thank you. You're a lifesaver. Hi. Have you had a chance to drop by the bookshop yet? Ah, no worries. There's still a few months left. I'll be waiting right here.
Haven't seen your face around here before. A visitor, eh? Try to stay out of trouble. I'd rather not have to put your name on the bounty board. No, that'd be Sheena. I keep this camp running and make sure everyone's pulling their weight. Idle hands have no place in Camelot's army, especially not on a mission like this. Trouble is, we've got more work than men. So if you're looking to earn some coin, check the notice board. I've posted a few bounties. I can't spare any soldiers to deal with things outside of Kunacht, but I'll be damned if I let those bandit scum run loose. I handle what makes soldiers fight. Sheena handles what keeps them comfortable. You want glory and gold? See me. You want a softer pillow or a warm meal? That's Sheena's domain. Legate Denham is in charge here. Sometimes I wonder if he upset someone higher up to get sent on this mission, because this place, it's a damn mess. Lord Yvain's acting like a maiden on her wedding night. The Red Priests are throwing their weight around, and the locals are ignoring the fact that they're all about to be swallowed by the weirdness. I have no idea how the legate puts up with it all. But, well, at least he's got me to make sure his orders are carried out. I'm Immunis Askel. If you're here for war stories, forget it. I've no time to entertain idle curiosity. Most of the fighting's behind me now. I've traded my sword for paperwork. Not glamorous, but necessary. Once we're done here, maybe I'll finally retire. Then I'll have all the time in the world to spin tales for nosy brats like you.
I'll await your return.
Ah, here's our troublemaker. You've really caused a stir around here with that spectacle in front of the Menhir. I had everything in order. The cart was ready, and people were all set to move to Camelot. But now, you appear out of nowhere, and suddenly a dying pile of stones lights up like a bonfire. That's bad. That's very bad. Firstly, because now I have to write yet another report to Camelot that we're going to be late, and that they need to send us even more supplies. Secondly, you've somehow reignited the Menhir, and this has reignited people's hopes that they can stay. And that's dangerous. And before you ask why it's dangerous, take a look around town. The recent Red Death outbreak took its toll. And I'm pretty sure things are just going to get worse and worse. But you should be thankful to them. Their hopes are the only reason we haven't locked you up for sabotaging our initiative. You can go tell Murig that your presence doesn't change anything about our deal, and that you are unwilling to help with his endeavors, whatever they may be. And if he doesn't listen, play along. Come back to me when you learn what he has planned. Isn't it obvious? For the safety of all the residents of Avalon. Only by gathering the Menhirs in one place and reigniting them will we be able to keep ourselves safe from the weirdness. Avalon's population has significantly declined over recent years. We're on the brink of extinction, damn it. That's why we need to stick together, to take care of each other. Only Camelot possesses the necessary infrastructure to establish the right conditions for its people. If they remain here, they will die, either from the weirdness itself or from the horde of monsters it spawns. And there aren't enough soldiers here for their protection. You must know that I didn't come here just to obey orders. I truly believe that this is the only way to save everyone on Avalon. Then at the very least, we'll have bought some time for those wiser than us to think of an alternative solution. Perhaps we will invade Tuathan, like in the glorious old days. Or perhaps someone will find a way to free the derelict fleet, allowing us return to the homelands. I don't know. But there's one thing I'm certain of, and I'll repeat it as often as necessary. Only by standing together can we overcome the weirdness. Scattering our people across the island is the worst solution, and it's a sure path to our ruin. Murig, who apparently prefers to be called Maggot, is a druid, even though he may not look the part. And druids are the only ones who know the rituals necessary to ignite the Menhirs. Due to bad luck, or more accurately, the decisions of my superiors, our options for druids are limited. That's why I'm forced to work with Murig, and Prophet be my witness, neither of us is happy about that. But I'm no fool. I know that what happened in front of the Menhir might make Murig consider double-crossing us. He'll try to find a way to reignite the Menhir so that it could stay in Kunok despite our agreement. So, if you ever find out what he's planning, if he ever asks you to fetch something for his ritual, you make sure you come to me first. Who told you that? The Dalriata? I've never paid a single gold coin to any Dalriata for deserters. Not even once in my life. However, there is some truth to what you've heard. You see, it's hard to keep the men's morale up in these uncertain times. It's really no wonder that every once in a while, some of them try to desert. Still, this is the military. Desertion is unacceptable and will always be punishable by death. Camelot especially insists on nipping that problem in the bud. So if you do take care of the deserters, you can be sure you'll be rewarded. Asgard will pay out bounties for each and every scalp you manage to bring him. Anything else? Me? There's not much I can do right now. I have to stay in Kunok with my men until we get the locals to consider moving to Camelot. But if someone were willing to handle them in whatever way they saw fit, as long as they stop being a threat to my men and the people here, they'd have my thanks. But all this should stay between us and on the down low. I get that. Just remember, if you change your mind, you know where to find me. If only it were just one. Sorry. You're talking about the poor man in hospital, right? He's a scout. We've been preparing to evacuate the residents, and I sent him out a while back to make sure the route to Camelot was safe and clear. Looks like he tried to take a shortcut through the waterworks. That's where they found him, babbling and talking nonsense. The weirdness must have caught him. We'll have the Menhir with us, so we're not going to share his fate. But we still don't know if the way is clear. You look like someone who's seen a fair bit of Avalon and isn't afraid to travel alone. I could use someone like that to finish the job my scout couldn't complete. Of course, you'd be properly compensated. Take the road to Camelot, all the way to the Iron Gate, and report back on whether it's clear. Handle any smaller threats yourself, and tell me about any larger ones. The sooner the better. Think you can manage that? Great. Head out then. No need to write a report. Just come see me when you're back. Oh, yes. This again. You can tell her that if this matter is raised one more time, she will owe restitution to Camelot for each life lost to the Red Death in the region. That's my final word on this matter. I'll await your return.
Yes? Well, I'll be damned. Nevera, known as the Chillheart. She earned that nickname because her blade supposedly freezes the blood of her opponents. It certainly leaves marks like frostbite. Nevera is said to be a Dalreator from the Forlorn Swords. They say she was too cruel even for her own tribe and was exiled. If you ask me, she should have stayed there. But she won't be causing trouble anymore. Here's your reward. You managed to catch Lame Lorcan. Well done. I didn't know him personally, but he used to be a scout in Camelot's army. One day, he went on a mission and returned with a nasty wound above his knee. Supposedly, a weird beast got him, but he managed to kill it and drag himself back to camp. After that, he started to change, becoming more and more aggressive. Eventually, he began shooting people with his bow for no reason. He was hiding in the area, occasionally attacking people. And if it weren't for you, he'd still be doing it. Thank you. Here's your reward. Hey, care to humor an old soldier with a friendly spar? These bones could use some warming up. Ha, fair enough. Maybe next time, eh? You know where to find me. I'll be here, gathering dust.
Good. Keep it up. I have no respect for cowards. I'll await your return.
I'll await your return.
Spare a coin for the hungry.
And? What did he say? That bastard dares to threaten me, after shutting down my business. Now he'll fine me for each victim as if I caused the plague. Those Camelocian thugs come here, throw their weight around, and threaten us when we ask for what's rightfully ours. Fine. Tell Yvain I'll stop asking. But remember, today it's me, tomorrow it'll be someone else.
Welcome back. Do you need any recommendations? Oh, expecting a wee un? Congratulations. Lucky you. I don't think I've seen a newborn in Cunicht for as long as I've lived here. Is that so? How about you tell me the truth? Oh, is it now? Well, well, well. And why can't he come home and buy it himself? Oh, that's precious. I chased him off because he couldn't take no for an answer. He came in and tried to seduce me. Told me he just loves to devour books. But he'd gladly do the same with me. Books, sure. Maybe for breakfast, to add variety to his military fare. When I told him I wasn't interested, he got all pissed off and called me an ugly dumb savage. I only let him leave with his teeth intact to avoid proving him right. Tell you what, I'll sell you that book. But fair warning, I'll be sending his poor wife the story of Giron the Unfaithful, with a special edition forward for me. Deal? You presume a man like that can be taught reason? I'm afraid the book's lesson will be completely lost on him, if he even bothers to read it. He might just tear out a few pages every time he goes to the privy. Fine, fine. I won't make myself a hypocrite out of spite. I'll send his wife the priestess's book. May Mather at least bless her with a smooth labour, since she couldn't bless her with a decent man. Well, I'm glad someone here is interested in my books. See you next time.
Oh, hello there.
So, about that book. Do you have it? What? What is this shit? What am I supposed to do with this? Did that Rita bitch put you up to this? A savage, teaching me morals. Don't make me laugh. So I like women. What of it? What my wife doesn't know won't hurt her. Besides, what else am I supposed to do when I'm away from her for months on end? A man has needs, you know? I'm not a red priest, damn it. Take your money and get lost. I don't want to talk to you again. So, I've actually read the book. I didn't have anything better to do during the night watch. You know, maybe I'm not being all that fair to my wife. Thanks for bringing it to me. Oh, hello. Good to see you.
Spare a coin for the hungry.
Poor Wilkin. Have you found anything? Please hurry. I can't ignore that.
If you're here to chat, you've wasted a trip. Speak up or ship out. I've got things to sort. Well, are you standing there for a reason, or is the scenery here all that captivating? Jobs. Check the notice board outside. There's always something that needs doing, and I don't have time to spell it all out. Can you read? Can you lift more than a feather? Then there's work for you. Pleasant is for feasts and fair days, neither of which you'll find here. I'm here to keep us supplied and alive, not to make friends. If you need coddling, you've come to the wrong place. I'm Shine, quartermaster of Camelot's Legion here in Connacht. My job is making sure this Legion doesn't fall apart from lack or neglect. A thankless job, let me assure you. Legate Denholm runs the show here, and I make sure his boots are on solid ground. He's got a head for strategy and a heart for politics. He dreams of dragging Connacht out of the muck and into Camelot's arms. I just keep the wheels greased, so his grand plans don't grind to a halt. My story? Huh. It's locked up tighter than our armory and just about as useful to you. Focus on what you need to do, not on digging up dirt. I don't know where all that eagerness comes from, but I'm starting to think if I had 10 of you, my job would be a whole lot easier. And as it happens, I might have something for you, though it's a little different from what you've been doing so far. It seems that over the past few weeks, some of our supplies have been going missing. Just small amounts, and I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even notice at first. But when I checked the books at the end of the month, the numbers told the truth. Someone's been stealing the Legion supplies, and I won't stand for it. At first, it was mostly just food, so I figured it must be rats and set up some traps. But not only did the traps turn up empty, the next time I checked, a hammer, a saw, and a couple of knives were missing too. I don't know about you, but I've never heard of a rat that can chew through iron. I thought I did. One of the lads, Percy, volunteered to guard the supplies. Seemed like a decent enough guy, but, well, I guess I was wrong. The next day, Percy was gone, and with him, even more of the supplies. His mates swear he'd never do that. They say that the army was his entire life, but I find it hard to believe. The problem is, the thefts haven't stopped, so I'm guessing he had some accomplices. In the storefront nearby. Maybe you'll find something, because I am all out of ideas. Aye, these are bear claws indeed. You've got a knack for this. Or just plain luck. Either way, these will do nicely. Good, now maybe I can actually secure those tents properly. So the job's done? And here I was, ready to send out a search party. You are full of surprises, which is more than I can say for most of the folks around here. Finally, Croakmore's skin. I'll make sure this goes to good use. Didn't think you had it in you, but you proved me wrong. Keep it up.
Open up, Ferkins. We know you're in there.
Get lost! You've taken everything from me. I won't give you anything else.
Stop whining and open up. We've got to talk. I've had enough of this lunatic. Keep an eye on him in case he gets out. I need a rest. What do you want? Then go be curious somewhere else. We have our orders.
Open up, Ferkit!
Not a chance!
No, you could not, because it isn't your job. But if you really must know, yesterday one of our warehouses caught fire because of one of Ferkit's inventions. Denham ordered us to investigate, but how are we supposed to do that if we can't question the suspect? Come on, Ferkit! I don't have all day!
I don't care! Leave me alone!
Well, maybe you're right. You're definitely not a Camelot soldier, that's for sure. All right, go ahead. We'll observe from a safe distance. Remember to ask him about his inventions, the dangerous ones in particular, and try to find out if he did it on purpose.
Who are you? Did Camelot send you? I'm not talking to those thieves. Get lost. I think it's quite obvious, isn't it? They're harassing an honest inventor. First, they stole my entire life's work, and now they show up with grievances. I'm not giving them anything, and I'm not letting anyone in either. Oh, aye, it did. And no surprise there. They've only got themselves to blame. They barged in here and grabbed everything that wasn't nailed down. No, actually, they even prized loose the things that were nailed down and took them too. Do you know what this device is? It's a pyrolusite stabilizer. And they took all the pyrolusite, but left the stabilizer behind. No wonder it blew up. Yes, pyrolusite, my most prized invention. I've spent half my life working on it. And what did they do? Oh, they just took it away. And now they're surprised that it blew up. Well, pyrolusite is a wondrous substance. It can create fire anywhere you are. All you need is a drop of pyrolusite, add a little spit, and there you have it. Oh, it also amplifies the power of weird fires. Isn't that marvelous? So, tell me, don't you think it's marvelous? Madman! If you're trying to offend me, you'll have to try harder. I've had worse insults thrown my way. Besides, you are wrong. Pyrolusite does work, and it appears the Camelocians have already experienced its effects firsthand. But all great inventions need painstaking preparation. It takes years of experimentation to make them safe for use. As you can see, my pyrolusite isn't stable yet. That's why the stabilizer is essential. Without it, it's still a dangerous substance. Well, I was pretty agitated at the time. Do you think so? It's their fault for taking whatever they pleased and not asking how things work. I know perfectly well what happens when you meddle with inventions you know nothing about. I had a few apprentices who paid with their lives for their foolishness. Science is a field for geniuses, not for brainless grindylows who feel the need to whack anything they see cross their path. Someone died? Too bad. They shouldn't have put their grubby paws where they didn't belong. I won't confess to anything because I don't feel responsible for anything. It's just natural selection, as we scientists like to call it. And yet, such is the law of nature. The strongest survive and the smartest endure. The weak and the foolish eliminate themselves. Even though our world is far from ideal, I'm glad that these principles still apply here. So forgive me for smiling at the news that my invention exploded in the hands of the Camelocians. It's what was meant to happen. Nature has spoken. Who am I to defy her laws? I value them even above my own life. As you already know, I have no love for Camelot. However, if it means securing my survival, I might consider accepting that offer. Yes, I suspect so too. Still, I hope we can resolve this matter amicably. There are two things I value above all: science and life itself. If I need to sacrifice one for the other, then so be it. At least I'll take all my secrets to the grave, so my inventions won't fall into the hands of utter imbeciles. I could continue working on pyrolosite. I have another idea that might help address the issue of its stability. Are you familiar with weird candles? They possess the ability to dispel the weirdness, just like a campfire, but portable. If you light one, you can walk through the night without fearing transformation or ambush. But weird candles burn out quickly, and their production is quite complex. Perhaps my pyrolosite could prolong their effect, or at least simplify production. Yes, I think I would like to start making weird candles. Go to Denholm and tell him what we discussed. I trust you to draw the right conclusions. The weirdness doesn't have to be terrifying. I plan to find a way to tame it.
You need something? Watch over us, now and in the hour of darkness. Keep us from the reach of the weird. Oh, by the All-Mother. You startled me, but please come in. It's been so long since I've had any company. Oh, it's not your fault. These days everything frightens me. Come in, please. It's safer inside. And I've had enough of saying prayers to the walls. Ever since the weirdness took my husband, over a year now, perhaps his faith wasn't strong enough for the All-Mother, and he was punished. I have no family left. No one visits anymore, so I just sit here and pray for the All-Mother to spare me from whatever sin still clings to my soul. Thank you, dear. That's very kind of you. Here, take this. It's a charm I made. I left it by the All-Mother's shrine for 7 days and nights. May the goddess watch over you. Cruel, maybe. But gods aren't meant to be kind. They're meant to be obeyed. And if Lanford failed her, then I mustn't. Oh, I know. This land is cursed, and sooner or later, those who stay will perish. I would go, but I don't believe I'd make it halfway. The road is long, and the weirdness creeps in at night. I've seen what it does to people. I don't want to end up like my Lanford. No, but thank you, dear. I'll stay here and wait for whatever fate the All-Mother brings me. If you ever find yourself passing this way again, you could stop by. I won't ask for more than that. Go safely, and may the goddess protect you. Welcome back. Please, stay a while. I could use the distraction. Take care. Watch out for the weirdness.
bless me with the grace of the word. My prayer and penance create space within my body for thy grace, O Kay.
Who is it? Oh. All right. Come on in. I'm not in the mood for gossip. So if you've come to talk, speak plainly. You'd be nervous too. If half of Connacht branded you and your husband as traitors. I wish Quill hadn't been so eager when Camelot was looking for workers. I told him people wouldn't be happy with us. But he just brushed me off. If he had just waited a bit, I could have told everyone. He was forced like the rest. As long as I don't go out too much. I mean, I don't think anyone would actually hurt me. Or at least I hope not, but still, it's hard. Being spat on by people you've known your whole life. I get that they're angry, but Quill and I aren't to blame. We just wanted a better life. That doesn't give them the right to make me afraid. In my own home. They haven't hurt me, no. But they broke our windows. Trampled my flowers. I barely leave the house anymore. Because I'm scared of what I'll come back to. We haven't done anything to them. We don't deserve this. So he won't be home for dinner. Again. Or the next few days, I suppose. Oh, bother. Fine. Fine, I'll go. Maybe she's got some news about when we're finally leaving. Thank you for coming. Here. Take this for the road. I just took it fresh from the oven. Not unless you can give our lord a swift kick in the arse. And get him to finally give the order to move. If this drags on any longer, we'll just leave on our own. And hope the road is kind. But thank you for asking. Close the door gently on your way out. The hinges are nearly rusted through. So, I hope the next time we talk, it's under better circumstances.
Well, look who it is. The one who reignited the men here. I must say I'm impressed. Tell me, how did you manage to do that? Fascinating. You may not know, but I suspect the Kai whispers her word to those who listen, even if they don't realize it. Tell me, would you like to help further? The people of Connacht are in need, and someone like you could make all the difference. The fields of Connacht are dying, their lifeblood drained by the creeping weirdness. If the crops fail, the people starve, and starving people are restless people. That cannot happen. Properly placed, they can shield the farmlands long enough for a harvest to be salvaged. It's not the perfect solution, but it's a start. And if the people see that the priests care for their well-being, they'll be more inclined to trust us. I need someone capable to handle this. Someone like you. You've seen them around, no doubt. They're simple enough in appearance, but the knowledge to craft them isn't as common as you'd think. Unfortunately, I don't have the recipe myself. If I did, this wouldn't be an issue. You'll need to find someone who knows the craft, someone familiar with the weirdness or the old ways. But be cautious. Those who keep such knowledge don't part with it easily. Secrets, after all, are a kind of power. But I'm sure you'll manage. You've done the impossible before. A druid would be ideal, of course. They hold the deepest ties to the old ways and to the secrets of the weirdness. Here they have Maggot, but I wouldn't count on him if I were you. But there may be others who might help. Furket, the local inventor, has a knack for turning scraps of knowledge into working tools. If not him, perhaps someone who deals in druidic artifacts. Collectors sometimes know more than they let on. Legate Denholm won't be pleased. He prefers the weirdness close. It makes travel to Camelot faster. But this isn't about his ambitions. It's about the people of Connacht and what they need to survive. Help me do this, and you'll have not only my gratitude, but the gratitude of every farmer whose fields we save. So, my Menhir Whisperer, what say you? Will you lend a hand and help the people of Connacht? Good. I knew you'd see the importance of this. Together, we'll keep the fields alive and the people fed. For now, at least. Once you have the lanterns, they need to be placed around the farmlands. Start with the fields of Rhys and Ida. They work as a couple and have some of the largest crops in Connacht. Then head to the lands of Rob and Gil. They're brothers and, while they're stubborn, their fields are crucial to the town's food supply. Without their harvest, we'd be in serious trouble. Position the lanterns carefully. Their glow will push back the weirdness, at least for a time. It won't be a permanent solution, but it's what we need to survive the season.
I wasn't expecting company. Ah, you must be the one I've heard so much about. A curious figure. Navigating the shadows of Connacht. Solving problems where others stumble. Allow me to introduce myself. Brother Vitus, humble servant of the Red Church, or so the official title goes. I prefer to think of myself as an architect of change. The kind that reshapes institutions and realigns priorities. The church as it stands is stagnant, weighed down by those who use it as a platform for ambition rather than service. Fabius, for instance, is a fine example of what I aim to correct. I seek reform. Nothing so dramatic as rebellion, of course. A more elegant approach is required. One must lay the groundwork, build alliances, and ensure that when the time comes, the transition is seamless. On parchment, yes. In practice, let's just say the hierarchy of the Red Church is more fluid than it appears. Fabius holds the title, but titles are transient. Influence, vision, and the ability to shape the Church's future, those are what truly matter. And in those areas, he's sorely lacking. Let him bask in his authority while it lasts. The tides are shifting, and soon enough, even he will see that he's relying on borrowed time. I'd like to ask you to speak with Anselm, Yvain's major domo. He's a man of considerable influence. He holds the respect of the people and the keys to the court. Should Yvain's position become vacant, Anselm will step into power. A useful ally, wouldn't you agree? But Anselm is cautious, perhaps even suspicious of anyone bearing the church's seal. This is where you come in. Fabius, in his infinite wisdom, has forbidden the Red Priests from participating in the matters of the court. That's just how he is. Very eager to maintain his spotless image. Fortunately, I have no shortage of resourceful individuals willing to assist. Excellent. I knew you'd see potential in this opportunity. Together, we'll ensure Anselm sees the value of our efforts. The caravan is on its way. Find it, secure the supplies, and deliver them along with my greetings. Take whatever else you find. Coins, trinkets, that sort of thing. But the sealed crates? They must go to Anselm untouched. Consider it a sign of good faith. Do this, and you'll have my gratitude. And perhaps more.
Oh, it's you. You look, well, all things considered. I always knew you had to have survived. There simply wasn't any other possibility. Ah, no. Sadly not. I apologize for my forwardness. It's just, I've read so much about you. I feel as though we've known each other for ages. I've spent hours poring over the drawings of your vascular system. Enough that I'm fairly certain I could recreate them from memory. Oh, I'm so glad you're here now. If there's anything you need, please let me know. I'd be happy to help. Oh, no. That honor fell to others. I was merely a silent admirer. Though I have to say, I do think they were rather heavy-handed with you. I've heard no one had much faith in you. But that doesn't excuse carelessness, don't you think? Why, indeed. I have my suspicions, but nothing I can say for certain. Not yet, at least. You left so suddenly. Your case was in chaos. Incomplete notes, no one willing to talk. It was all very frustrating. That said, I do know a few things about what happened to you, and, more importantly, about the people who allowed it to happen. I'd need to dig through my notes, though. In the meantime, there's something I'd like you to help me with. Straight to the point, I see. Oh, I do like you. You've got a sharp mind, and I'm really glad they didn't break it by accident. I need items touched by the weirdness. It's a personal fascination of mine. The way the weirdness reshapes even the most ordinary things is incredible. It can take something entirely mundane, like, well, you, for example, and turn it into something extraordinary and unrecognizable. Bring me a few of these items, and by then, I should be ready to share what I know about the experiments. Now, is there anything else? Those who arranged your escape from the island asylum were also the ones responsible for your capture. Everything that was done to you was at their behest. I don't know much more. They've always been incredibly secretive. Honestly, I was more focused on the results than on who was behind it all. But then they took you away, before anyone could achieve anything meaningful. I don't think so. From everything I've seen, you were just supposed to be ordinary Avalon rabble, but with the potential to become something more. I don't have all the details about your case, especially concerning the Red Death, but something must have been done right, since you're not infected now. Sadly, the research was never completed. Now, I know we've never had that kind of relationship, but would you perhaps be willing to lie down and let me rummage a bit? Well, you can't begrudge me for trying. From what I understand, your natural affinity for the weirdness was enhanced. You see, centuries of living on this island have led to more and more people developing a certain tolerance for it. Sometimes that tolerance can evolve into agreeability. It does, however, take time, so you were given a push. As for the exact methods, well, I'll spare you the gory details. Besides, at this point, you know the results better than I do. Speaking of which, would you mind sharing the details of your current state? I can't say I don't understand. I respect your choice, of course. And I sincerely hope you live a long and happy life. But if any accident were to befall you, I would be immensely grateful if you chose to donate your body for further examination. Abhorrent. I was made to believe that by studying the weirdness and its application, we might be able to find a cure for the Red Death. We have suffered failure after failure, and now you're telling me it was by design. That curing the plague was never the goal. I am not sure where to go from here. You have indeed given me a lot to think about. Farewell for now. I'll be watching with great interest, as always. Ah, what a delight it is to see you walking on your own. Go forth and thrive, or struggle. I'll find it interesting either way.
Yes, come back after you've spoken with Denholm. I'm busy.
No. No. Who are you? What are you doing here? Oh, gods. Please don't tell me they sent you after me. Is that what they're saying? Gods, this is a nightmare. I'd never desert. I swear, the lads are my family. I've got nothing else. I can't believe I'm going to die here. With everyone thinking I'm a traitor. And a thief, too. Of course I am. But it's impossible. I've searched every inch of this place. And there's no way out. Things still fall in from time to time. But that opening only works one way. So, I'm sorry, my friend. But we are well and truly stuck here. At least there's food. But if they move the supplies, we're done for. I don't envy you your hope. I know what it's like to lose it. But, go ahead. I remember what it felt like to have something to do. You know, talking to someone again feels almost unreal.
Must have spread. I didn't think there were still fools eager to walk in the shadow of my throne. I am Gaelic Tarian, rightful lord of Connacht, blood of Palamedes, born to rule, my legacy squandered by lesser men. And yet, here I sit, not in a hall of marble, but in this realm of broken things. Because I made a mistake. A single, miscalculated mistake. I toyed with the wrong woman. I thought she was just another pawn in my game, a trinket to be used and discarded. But she was no trinket. She was a Bandrui, a woman of power, of the old ways. And she cursed me for my arrogance. And all I wanted was to live longer. Yes, and then some, as you can see. Eternal life. Sounds like a gift, doesn't it? But no, I was not given life. Only existence. Trapped in this mockery of a world, able to watch, to see, but never to touch. I have seen my house crumble. I have seen weak men take what was once mine, and I have seen it all. from behind a veil I can never tear. Only those with true mastery over the old ways, druids, Bandrui, could tear a hole in reality and trap something within it. A realm that both is and is not. A perfect, unbreakable cage. For me, it is damnation. A place where time does not move, where the world unfolds just beyond my reach. A theater where I may watch but never step upon the stage. And worst of it all, it is boring. No conquests, no feasts, no pleasure, no purpose. Just an eternity of watching lesser men fumble through history. And the veil between worlds is thinning. The weirdness does not break easily, only when the fabric of reality itself begins to fray. My prison and your world should never touch. And yet, here you stand. It seems the world outside is shifting, twisting in ways it was never meant to. And when that happens, things bleed together. A tale like this should not exist. And yet somehow, you've slipped through. Whether that's for good or ill, I suppose we'll find out soon enough. Yes, I know. You think this prison blinds me? No. I see the world. I watch my bloodline waste what was once carved in iron and fear. And Yvain, he is the true downfall of House Taryon. A soft-bellied fawn, too weak to hold the reins, too fearful to demand what is his by right. He is not my heir. He is the ghost of a great house, waiting to fade. History, the great devourer. It swallows men whole and spits out only what it pleases. Palamedes, my ancestor. His name endures, woven into the fabric of Avalon like a golden thread. But me, I am the frayed end, the unraveled strand, cut away and discarded. And why? Because I ruled not with honeyed words, but with truth. Because I did what was necessary. Connacht was mine. My name should have echoed through the ages, carved into stone, whispered in fear and reverence alike. And yet, here you stand, proving what I have long suspected. I was not lost to history. I was erased. Gracious. You mistake me for a king who begged to be loved. Gracious rulers are forgotten. Merciful kings are overthrown. I ruled with a firm hand because Avalon demands it. The weak do not last here. Did my people fear me? Perhaps. But they obeyed. And obedience is the only thing that truly keeps a kingdom standing. Tell me, would you rather be adored and forgotten, or feared and eternal? Clever. But this was not history's doing. This was her doing. A Bandrui's curse, not time's judgment. And yet, what's the difference in the end? Whether by time's hand or by hers, my name is dust. My throne is tainted. And the wretch who calls himself Taryon sits upon it, a hollow shadow of what should have been. I believed eternity was the right of kings. Now I see it for what it is. A punishment, fit only for fools. I don't know. I cannot be killed. Not by blade, not by fire, not by time itself. I've tried everything, more times than I care to count. So unless you hold power equal to the one who cursed me, I wouldn't bother reaching for your weapon. You can always duel me, and die for my amusement if that suits you. Now that is a bold claim. You are not the first to make such an offer, nor would you be the first to fall. But what am I to refuse a dance? Come then, Let's see if your blade can carve deeper than fate itself.
Believe it. We're actually free. You? How did you manage to get us out of there? That I don't doubt, my friend. Oh, it's so good to be back. Funny, I didn't realize it before, but even the air in that place was different. Guess I'll go report to Shine. Honestly, I'm glad you were there with me. She'd never believe me otherwise. You know, sometimes I still half expect to wake up back in that place.
What is it now? If it's chatter you're after, you'll be disappointed. Percy tried to spin me some wild story about falling into another realm. I didn't toss him straight into a cell, only because he swore you could back him up. So, what did you find? You're pulling my leg, aren't you? Tell me this is some elaborate prank you two cooked up. Oh, mother have mercy. Can nothing in this goddamn place just be normal? I may be a bit of a city woman, but you can't tell me that it's normal to have creatures made of bloody straw attacking outside the walls. And now you're saying there are cracks in the world. And does that mean I need to move my supplies? Well, that's some good news at least. Not gonna ask how, in case there's something about you that we'd both be better off with me not knowing. Thanks for your help. Here, something for your trouble. Born and raised, yeah. My family has an estate in the country, but I never liked going there. All that space and nothing to do. Not even a good tavern in sight. I don't know how people live like that. That I can't, but what passes for entertainment here just makes me want to leave this shithole and never look back. Can't wait for the order to march out. There might be something, but look, it's got to stay between us, right? Well, one of our warehouses burned down recently, completely down to the ground. When I checked what was left, I found a trapdoor. It must have been hidden under the floorboards because I never saw it before. Problem is, it's sealed shut and the lock looks ancient. Denholm told me to leave it alone, but it's been bugging me ever since. Yeah, I am. Really bloody curious. Can you blame me? There's not much here in the way of distractions. And who knows, you might find something useful down there. Even if it's just more space I can use for storing supplies. No, because I don't know how. I'm an officer in Camelot's army, not a bloody thief. Despite what the locals think of us, we don't go around stealing everyone's stuff. Yeah, I've set aside some of my wages. Not like there's much to spend on around here anyway. Great. Let me know what you find. Even if it's just a pile of rotten grain, I just want to know and be done with it. Oh, and one more thing. There's someone in Connacht who could help you get through that lock. Name's Filth. Lives in what's left of the Eastern Tower. Yeah, well, of all the things I've seen in Connacht, at least I know Filth is harmless and knows everything that happens around here. I've never caught Filth doing anything illegal, and as long as it stays that way, we're good. Back again? Well, time is short and so is my patience.
Always a pleasure to see you.
This is unexpected. You look beautiful, you know, and you have a beautiful soul. Maybe even more than just one. I can hear them fluttering. I see their soft shimmer. Will you show me? Show me, show me. Trust me, even though filth is filth, I can be generous. I want to be generous. I want to be good. And you should feel special. That could happen. Souls, trinkets, all those that belonged to others, but are now yours, because you dared to reach for them. For you, a blessing of sophistication, or perhaps splendor. For those who have had something taken away, a blessing of absence. Even lack can be worth experiencing. Deeply and intensely. Coins, items become coins. They gain a soul. A man who is a scavenger, whether he's filth or not, also possesses a soul. Strong, shimmering, fluttering. A soul that yearns. Nothing more than a mongrel. Filth. Yet I could just as well be a lord, reigning over the streets of Kuanacht. But no, that would be too much. The streets belong to everyone, along with their mud, sorrow, and cold. Filth. Both a name and a title. One cannot forget about titles. There were people who made filth aware of my own filthiness. Good people. People who showed me the right way. Let it feel special and beautiful. The gateway to the hidden beggar's kingdom. To open it, you'll need a royal scepter. A truly fancy old key, which, lucky for you, I happen to possess. I haven't been there for quite some time. I'll lend you my key, but only if you promise to retrieve something that was left behind for me. A curious cube. It has symbols and moves, and it tinkles delightfully. Very interesting and amusing. The first time I was there, I was too afraid to bring it to the surface. Didn't want others to look at it. But now, I want to have it here. Here. Take the key. Bring the cube to me. Make me feel nice. The secret of a scavenger. Asked, he doesn't tell, and at no guess does he nod. What a dull world we'd live in if people shared all their secrets. Am I right, my dear? Oh, of course not. I have my own interest in this. I hope you haven't forgotten about that already. Besides, would you really take a borrowed gift with no intention of returning it? Shattering the fragile beggar's trust I've placed in you? No, no. You wouldn't do that, would you? You know very well that such things only bring about rather unpleasant outcomes. Oh, and one more thing. If you have anything that once belonged to someone else, I'll gladly take care of it. First and foremost, I am filth. And filth is at your service. Heavy souls don't rest so heavy on filth. Guards don't see filth. Their eyes glaze over when they look in filth's direction.
You doing okay?
Help a soul out on your journey, will you?
If I just stay put, everything will be okay.
Well, well, look who's here. If it isn't our self-appointed detective. My men have explained why they left their post outside Furket's house. I'll admit I was furious at first, but the lieutenant swore it was the right decision. Since I trust my men, I'm now expecting a report from you. Do you think so? That's an intriguing idea. I'll admit I've considered it already. If you claim that Furket had no intention of harming my soldiers, then his skills will certainly be useful to us in Camelot. I will make sure that he has a quiet place to work, as far from human settlements as possible, just to be safe. Tell Firkett of my decision. Let him make the necessary preparations. I'll await your return.
Spare a coin for the hungry.
You doing okay?
And? How do you like it here? Not bad, is it? Why did you have to go and ask, huh? Now our business is ruined. Of course we didn't go directly to him, you idiot. We're not stupid enough to approach a Camelot legate in the middle of an occupied village. We're Dalrita.
Moron.
We had contacts. It was an ideal setup. But now it's all going to fall apart. Because you couldn't keep your mouth shut. Eh? Ah, so you've met Emery. It's all talk. Don't worry about it.
Do we fight now?
Be quiet. I don't know yet. You wouldn't be asking if you didn't think there was something in it for you. Well, you don't say anything to anyone, and we won't kill you. We might even let you in on a share of the goods that we happen to collect during this noble work. So, what's it going to be? Gold or a fight? Ha! That's exactly what I wanted to hear. See? I told you all was not lost. Here's your share. Keep your mouth shut, and there'll be more where that came from. Come back in a few days. There might be more waiting for you. And? How do you like it here? Good hunting.
Don't bother.
I am an outcast, exiled from my home by the Red Death. My struggle continues on the holy island of Avalon. When you hear the word, follow it. Set an example for other outcasts, with your faith and with your testimony. The word is our only chance to rid ourselves of the plague's taint. And if the word commands you to kill your brothers for spreading heresy, do so, for such is his way. If the word commands you to besmirch your father's name, do so and discard your sullied self, for such is your way.
Hello, coming back to me, I see. You must have excellent taste.
I am an outcast, exiled from my home. My struggle continues on the holy island of Avalon. When you hear
Back again? Well, time is short and so is my patience. And? What was inside? Don't leave me hanging. You mean the old street level? Bloody hell, I didn't think this place had anything like that. I figured it was just a complete shithole. But this, oh, this is fascinating. Damn, now I wish I'd gone with you. Did you find anything else down there? Of course I am. It's history. About the only thing I ever enjoyed learning. Though mostly it was just battles and strategy. I like hearing about the cities, too. I know Camelot has its older levels. Never been there, though. There's curious, and then there's suicidal. But Connacht? If Denholm ever gives me a day off, I might just go see it for myself. Ah, damn. Definitely not thrilled about that. Best you bring them to Denholm. He'll take care of it. Here's your reward, and thank you for doing this for me. You're good people. I hope you know that.
And? What's our situation? What did Denholm say? Oh, dear, this is unexpected. It appears Camelot still has a few sharp minds in its service. Well, it's not a perfect solution. As I've said, it's better than dying. In that case, I'll pack my bags and report to Denholm. As for you, you'll be getting the deed to the house. You're going to take care of my house. After all, you just saved my life, but I can't pay you because I'm taking everything with me. The house stays, so you might as well look after it. Here, the Mad Scientist cottage is now officially yours. Do whatever you wish with it. Burn it down, sell it. I don't care. I have no use for it anymore. Don't disturb me. I need to pack. Remember your limitations. Only touch the things in this house that you are sure of. Remember your limitations.
I am an outcast.
What? Where did you even get these? So you're telling me that beneath Connacht, there's even more Connacht, full of forbidden knowledge? Oh, mother help me. How did you even stumble on a place like that? The one I specifically asked her to leave alone. And I suppose her leave will be delayed indefinitely. And thank you for bringing this to me. But next time, maybe think twice before risking your neck for someone else's curiosity. I'll await your return.
Spare a coin for the hungry. Have some spare food or coin? Have some spare food or coin? Anything else?
Nice to see you.
Ah, there it is. Oh, how I've missed this little marvel. Ah, yes, just as I remember. Smooth, intricate, and delightfully enigmatic. Look at those symbols. They twist and turn like whispers in the dark. Oh, that faint hum. The way it catches the light just so. Oh, it's like it's alive, singing its own little song of secrets. Oh, I'll treasure it. Perhaps I'll figure out its riddles. Perhaps I'll just stare at it for hours on end. Either way, you've done well. And one more thing. My key. You didn't think I'd let you keep it, did you? A treasure for a treasure, as it should be. Ah, good, good. You're someone who understands balance. Give and take is the way of the world, after all. My trust was well placed.
Nice to see you.
I am an outcast, exiled from my